That was real good. That was money, first of all.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Good morning, Vietnam!
That's right. It is morning in Vietnam right now. I think 6 a.m. and like 11 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. That's it. 13 hours ahead of us, I believe, in where I'm at. So, but it is, I believe, 6 a.m. in Vietnam. I like playing that clip. I don't know. Big Robert Williams fan. What can I say? Yeah, guys, this is the weekly wrap up. You guys know how this works. We talk about what we did this past week on the Real Review 3000. In this case, the past couple weeks, because we didn't do this last week. Been really busy lately. I see we've got Dandelion is in the back room and in the chat. Shadow Hunter is here. Bees Nest Videos, he is here. Guys, do me a favor. If you go to my profile on Twitter, yeah, go there. My pinned profile is, or my pinned tweet is for this. You can also find it on Facebook and Instagram, depending on what you like to use. I know some people don't like to use Twitter. Some people think it's toxic and all that. I think people need to think about what they tweet before they tweet it, and I think that goes for everybody, not just one side or the other, if you know what I mean. So I see Danny's here. We got It's a Trap Productions. I am glad to see everybody. Thank you. Trap, I will get you that audio very, very soon. I am so sorry. I've been crazy busy lately, but I will get to you that audio that you've been asking for very, very soon. Let's go and talk about what we've done the past couple of weeks. Definitely. Let's see here. When was the last time we did the wrap up? I gotta double check and see the last date that we did the wrap up, so I know where I'm going from. So the 21st, very good. So the 21st, we're going to. Hey guys, I'll bring you in right now. Let's see here. The 21st. So we have had, wow, 2, 4, 6, or five Unmasking the Masked Singers, and we've had the Suicide Squad trailer reaction, the Black Widow trailer reaction, and we did a top 10 movies that I'm wanting to see in 2021. We have seen, I did a gaming stream, which was Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that's it. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff lately. I want to, since I got him here right now, guys, LDG Pixels, if you count my gaming stream, LDG here, did the gaming intro you saw there. Love it. It's awesome. He's also been helping me out with descriptions and tags and all that, guys. He's awesome. So,
appreciate that, boss, because if I was just about to say, so basically Chris is saying he worked my ass off a lot this week with all those videos that you were doing.
Oh, come on. We can all use the exercise.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah, God, after the year we've all been locked up.
I think my fingers lost like 5 pounds all typing and mouse moving and
that's some heavy fingers.
You know, no, this man right here is the reason why I'm getting an ergonomic mouse. Because my carpal tunnel is going nuts here. Oh, Lord.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. I mean, it's really important. I just want people to know that you do a great job. You've done a lot for me. I appreciate it. We're starting to see some feedback in the views and stuff. It's some good movement. I like it. So I want to thank you for that. Yeah, but a lot of the Masked Singer stuff going on. So far, we've guessed twice. We don't guess on the first people to be voted off. It's really difficult to do that because I can't do a video ahead of time because I don't normally have all the clues. So it's very difficult to do that. But the two we've guessed were Danny Trejo as the raccoon, and we also guessed for Logan Paul as the Grandpa Monster, and that is who was under both of those masks. So far we're 100%. And yeah, I will put the link in right now. Actually, let me get this invite copy. Yeah, so lots of stuff. We're trying to get back to the normal schedule on things. I believe LDG and I are hopefully going to be working on at least a new thumbnail for the weekly Rumble. And this Thursday, I'm hoping we can do the weekly Rumble again. But LDG and I have also been talking about some cool little ideas for the intro. But I can't overwork the workhorse, because if I do, kill him, and then what do? I mean, you got to find a new one, and I don't know anybody as talented as LDG.
What you do if you overwork a horse is you shoot it.
Yeah, but I can't do that to him.
Only if it goes lame. You can keep working it until it's not dead.
You bring up an interesting point. If anything does happen to me in the next couple of months, you know who exactly to go to.
If anything happens to LDG, we're all going to call the cops and say, go check
There's
out
a guy
Chris
in
Knight.
Kansas City.
Go check out Chris Knight, because he worked LDG until he was lame, and then he shot him.
Yeah, go check out. Yeah, you're
old Yeller in my ass.
Han's gonna call, and he's gonna there's this dungeon he has that he keeps people hung from chains, and
I thought that was you, Chris.
that's what he said. He's gonna call the cops up, and he's gonna say that I have a dungeon.
Oh, I mean, Chris is in his basement, but there's also the separate soundproof part of his basement.
He's in Chris's basement, man. That's creepy.
And
it's not as soundproof as I'd like it.
There's a computer in there, and LDG right now is like, I'm not going to say strung up by his hands, because he needs to be able to get on the computer. But I will say,
I've
got him hung right now, like Mission Impossible style. He's like zero gravity.
Let's just say I have a shock collar on, and it's not around my neck. Okay, so good motivation there.
Every now and then, Chris goes in and cracks the whip.
You should really replace that. He should replace the cracking the whip with an electricity sound, because that's basically what it feels like.
I can do that. He's like, oh shit! I just said it.
I don't know that you should give ideals to.
Hey, Orange, how you doing?
Tell me about it.
Doing good.
Hello,
up,
Orange. Hello, everybody. I didn't say hello to everybody.
Hello, Austinator. Positive. Shadowhunter. HanStar.
Yo. Myself backstage.
We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So,
how's
guys, how have you been? Everybody, how you doing?
How's everybody's Easter?
I'm doing good.
It's great because I don't celebrate.
Going all right. Still regretting that he died in the first place.
Because on this holy day, I bring a balance. I have 666 subscribers.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Oh no!
Yes,
it's upon us. Armageddon is upon us.
That's one of the signs. That's one of the signs of the apocalypse.
Well, I'm excited. I'm a pagan, so I'm just going to get some popcorn and watch you people tear yourselves apart.
Well, be careful which kind of pageantry you pay attention to, because I heard Cthulhu is going to wake up in the next 20 years.
Nice. It's okay. I'm down with all the gods.
It was my Friday today, so I'm doing pretty good. Starting
it is my first day, like full day off. Yesterday was my Friday, but I know that feeling. Let's see here as I put everything in the chats and stuff. Sorry, guys. What we're going to talk about today, though.
Is anyone left watching, or is everybody here?
No, nobody.
No, there's people.
Nobody watches any of Chris's stuff. It's just the people that are on the panel.
I scared everybody away.
I see how it is. No, we're going to be talking about Black Widow. Has everybody seen the new trailer by any chance?
I have not, and I told you that, and you told me to come anyway.
Yep, because I'm going to play the trailer anyways.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So let's get on it.
Well, I'll be playing it, and we will do that here. I'm trying to get this out and tweet it out and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I think I actually did see it.
Also, hello to everybody in the chat. The one person that's watching other than us.
Yes.
Well, B said he'd be right back, so he's not even watching.
David,
maybe Gaiskar is actually watching, and it's a trap. Isn't here.
I got 3 people watching backstage.
Okay.
I'm just
messing
with Chris. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's a trap. Hey, Bees. Good to see everybody.
I think Bees is in the shower.
David Quintana. I think that's how you pronounce that. Hello.
Quintana.
Yeah.
Quintana.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Basco scenario or Bosco scenario. How do you pronounce that? Hello.
It's Gaiskar. It's good to see him here. It's as usual. I appreciate it when he's here.
Oh, and David showed up.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Quintana?
We're gonna play the trailer here in just a second as I attempt to finish doing all that. Okay.
I just want to give my disclaimer that I gave you, Chris.
Mm.
These are not necessarily my kind of movies, so.
Oh, I understand.
I'll watch the trailer. I'm one of those people that I'm not necessarily into any of the MCU or any of that stuff. I just look at a trailer and it's like, oh, that movie looks interesting, and I'll go watch it. And if it's good, I'll say it's good. But I don't like follow. Okay, Chris.
It's okay. I'm not as like.
Chris left his own show. That was cool.
I'm not as geeky intensive as everyone else either, HanStar. So.
I'm not into like DC or Marvel and or either of that stuff like hardcore. So if I see a trailer and I'm like, oh, I like that, then I'll watch it.
HanStar.
I'm not one of those people. It's like that's not canon and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's me too, HanStar. You're in good company.
Okay.
We can mock the rest of them for
guys, listen, I don't care what you think, because here's the deal. We're going to watch it. You know what? You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why.
Now, if I were in charge, and I am...
That's why.
You partly hid me scooting to my refrigerator, so that was good.
Yeah. See how you are?
Now... I have to kill all of you.
It's my weekend, Chris. You know I had to start.
Except for me.
Yeah,
he can't. Yeah, just.
I know I can't. He does have the get out of death free card. He does.
I'd like to think that being in another country, I'm probably also like, I don't know, what's the extradition treaty like for YouTubers?
You're in Canada. That's a whole other.
And I'm over a mountain range too.
Yeah. Hello, bees.
So one of the things he has me do is write programs. So when I say so, don't touch your keyboard.
Which one I do?
All right, guys, here we're gonna go. We're gonna watch
Chris.
Oh shit,
Chris.
Yes.
You didn't acknowledge that Bees has now showed up on the panel.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hey.
I saw that. Hey, B, what's going on? It's good to see you here.
Not to interrupt your own show.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's watch the trailer.
All right, here we go. Sharing. Make sure I'm sharing the sound, because that's important. It is. All right, here we go.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes. Choosing between what the world wants you to be. And who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
I mean, why did Chris leave again? He keeps leaving his own show.
Because Chris is too cool to hang with us.
Hello, Mary.
It's my
Hello.
digital calls for help disconnects him every now and then.
Hello, Mary's Game Room. Good to see
I
you,
have
darling.
problems
Hey,
with
Mary.
this trailer.
Good to see you.
Like I said, going from being a person that's not like tied to Marvel or DC, to me the trailer was kind of meh.
I have problems.
But you get to see her butt, I bet. I mean, in that nice black leathery thing. That's always nice.
Scarlett, listen, this is a movie you could mute, and as long as you just cut to the parts she's in it, you'd be happy.
But to me, it just looks like every other superhero action movie. Like I said, I'm not a comic book canon person or MCU DC person, so I'm just going by the trailer. Superhero person. So to me, it's just like kind of meh. I mean, it looks like everything else, and it doesn't look that special to me compared to any other trailer I've seen.
I like the character though, so I'm looking forward to seeing the movie.
They disrespected one of my favorite characters.
Which one?
Taskmaster.
Mm.
They made him a second-class villain. They made him somebody that's taking the orders, not somebody that's giving the orders.
But again, we don't know when this takes place. We don't know if this
takes place between Civil War and Infinity War.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is for his character, this is an introduction. We don't know if at the end of this movie or why he's taking orders or what's going on. We don't know yet. Yes, they're making it look like he's taking orders to some extent, but we don't know how much it is. And then we don't know if at any point he just says, you know what, fuck your orders, I'm doing what I want.
I mean, that is true. To be completely 100% fair.
Because in my trailer reaction, I did mention that he's not quite the look that I expected. And, there's those things going on. But I understand where you're coming from.
They can't give him his normal look because of China.
Oh, what?
China has a very taboo policy when it comes to skeletons and skulls. I wonder why that is, but never mind.
Anybody else have anything? Anybody else have any first thoughts about this?
I mean, it looked. It just looked like a typical.
Hold on. Hey, positive. You're just coming through staticky. Hold on. Hey, positive.
Hello, positive. Your cable service is out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's
reboot. Positive. Reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anybody else have anything?
I
like the hourglass in the logo. Now, I still. I mean, has it been has the source been confirmed that this is before and Infinity Wars?
It is.
Or are we just assuming?
This is
been confirmed
because
by
she was dead.
No. That's not my. I apologize. I just
so right after Civil War
question. Has a source confirmed that this is actually Marvel did. Okay, that's all I was asking.
Yeah,
Marvel did.
It takes place right after Civil War when her and Clint, I believe, did Clint go or did he get put in prison?
Oh, Clint.
Did you just think the same thing that I did, LDG?
Yeah, I did. He said that word way too fast.
Clint.
You could have just said Hawkeye, man.
I was like, wait a minute, Clint? I may watch this. Who the hell is Clint?
From what I
That's
understand,
a totally different version of the movie.
From what I understand,
Maybe the porn cut.
To actually go off of what Dandelion Fluff just said, Axel Braun has already confirmed that they are making a parody of it.
Of course.
But from what I understand, this is basically starting right after the moments of Stark talking to her during Infinity War, where he's going off on her saying that Ross wants you locked up, and she's like, "We played this wrong." That argument between Tony and her in the movie is basically where this kicks off, because they did say that RDJ would actually be in this one, or rather, his image.
But I mean, they, as far as I know, they have said that, if I remember right, she ends up running and hiding, right? Yeah. So that's when this takes place. This is when she's in exile to not get caught. So some of the people, like Bucky, I think, was locked up. I want to say
Bucky's frozen. Clint's locked up. Falcon's locked up, and Scarlet Witch is locked up.
Yeah, so
but they're all basically going to be busted out anyway. So, so something telling me, something tells me that they're going to have the end of this movie is going to be Captain America showing up saying, "We're going to need your help."
That's possible. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think.
Whoa. They gotta show the scene. They gotta show the freaking end scene with Hawkeye. Where are they gonna fit that in?
From Endgame? If they do, like I said, I think it'd be best placed in the beginning. I told you on Robert Storm's.
You could also have it sort of told from not like told from her perspective, but as told to Hawkeye, right? Because they were friends, right? Like she was the one who knew he had a family when no one else did. So I'm just wondering if maybe it's almost like his retelling of her telling him the story. That's my thought. Just a thought.
I don't know. I'm interested for this because this is something they should have done
years ago,
6 years ago, at least. Yeah, I mean, and so that's why I believe no matter what they do right now, whatever the plan is, this is the beginning of bringing this character back and back with Scarlett Johansson.
Go ahead, I am skeptical on that because.
Well, hold on. Let me hear what B has to say, and we can go back to that here in just a second. Orange, hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, B.
Now she don't have any superpowers, so she's just like pretty much human, but with like really good skills, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
All right. Does this sound better?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Positive. Now, what were you trying to say before?
I was going to say I'm kind of worried about them retconning Black Widow in a way to and doing a swap basically with Yelena Belova's Black Widow being the actual person that got killed in Infinity War, or I should not Infinity, Endgame. I'm worried about them doing that swap because they're both named Black Widow, and I'm kind of worried that they're going to retcon it to have Yelena being the person that takes, the dive. Versus Natasha, you know what I mean?
I've thought about that, and that is a quick, easy plot device to get there. But here's the thing. I've also thought that a lot of people, I think LDG the other night when we were on Storms Live, he said possibly Skrulls. That's a possibility because they've been showing up a lot lately. Then also on top of that, they may just let it stick that she dies, but use the multiverse of madness if it actually happens. I've heard some people say, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Darren Wagner has said he doesn't believe the multiverse is really a thing. He doesn't think they're going to do that. If they use it, I think that might be another plot device. But I I would prefer they didn't do the face swap thing. And there's enough people who are going to have a problem with it because Red Skull
that they can both basically take on the other's personality. Am I right?
Do what?
That they could both basically take on each other's personality. Basically,
they could.
right?
I guess, but you see, it doesn't really
They're
matter.
both Black Widows, you know.
Depending on how long they, what?
It wouldn't work. The face swap thing would not work.
Why?
Because Yelena Belova does not know enough about Clint or the discussions that they had in Endgame are discussions that only go between Clint and Black Widow, plus her reactions to the news of what he was doing.
Answer that in this movie. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's going to work that way. Bye, Yvette. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I don't, like I said, there's going to be too many people questioning it in too many different ways. Again, I have no clue. I don't want that type of a retcon of it.
I mean, they're basically setting up Yelena to take over for Natasha.
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that because here's the thing. This has been something they should have done a long time ago. A lot of things I've read and heard said that Scarlett Johansson is not done with the MCU. I think they're going to bring the character back. And listen, the way they brought Gamora back, the simple plot devices they'll use to do things, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. She's a leading actress. She works well in the part. And if they are trying to go to, if rumors true that they're trying to go to a more female-led MCU, they're going to need her because she has more star power than the lady playing Yelena
Belova.
Yeah. So you're not going to insert a new person in something where you still have so much usage you can get because she has not had her own movie until now. She's only had bit parts here and there, but she's an integral part of all of this. So, I think that they're going to find a way to bring her back. How? I don't know. It's going to be really difficult.
So you would be in favor of Yelena taking the fall or no?
I don't want the swap like that. I would prefer some sort of the multiverse playing a part in it.
Yeah.
And this is where I said it the other day that here's the thing. Everybody's going to say, well, if she comes from the multiverse, she isn't the same person. What if though, and I'm sure there's science people out there that would agree with this being a possibility. Sometimes
you will be the same person.
Well, it could be the same person, but people are going to say, well, different universe, different multiverse, part of the multiverse. That person may not know Clint. So when they come over, you're going to get the same problem you got with Gamora, who doesn't have all those memories. She comes back from a different time. I think that with the type of bond that she shares with Clint, that there's a possibility that bond stretches across all the multiverses. That those two people are bonded throughout all the multiverses. Well, see, just because
from what I understand about the multiverse is like everything is pretty much the same. There's like slight deviations and like little bitty things that you will never notice, but everything else is like the same. That's the way I understood it.
Well, not necessarily, because like Spider-Man, the way they're playing that, if they get the other actors in on it, that means Spider-Man exists in all the multiverses, but it's a different person. It may be, they may be called Peter Parker, but one's going to have Miles Morales in it. One of them, but in this one, Peter Parker's a different. He doesn't look the same as this one, and so on and so forth. The multiverse, the person exists.
More is that they could bring back the actress and a variation of the character.
Yes, and I'd be much better off with that. But
They could bring back the Widow. They could bring back Black Widow, but one that did not join the Avengers, so to speak. One that
this would be like an origin story.
One that did not get the same, or that does not have the same heart and soul. Because here's the thing, folks. They're trying to do the whole independent woman thing, right? Strong, independent woman thing.
That's what I think they're trying for.
If they, by getting rid of our Black Widow and bringing in a multiverse Black Widow, they would definitely do one that never had a relationship with Bruce, that never actually fell for Bruce, which was completely very weird. They have the perfect opportunity to do it. Now, if they were to go with the face swap thing, they would have to do what they did to Bucky. They would have to Winter Soldier her. They would have to shock her head so many times to the point where she doesn't remember squat and she's programmed, basically.
Maybe. Here's the thing. You say that. No, you say that's the only way. Here's the thing. And I brought this up the other day again because I like using this. You say logically. Here's the fact of the matter. Lots of people don't like the scene where what's her name, Admiral Halsey or Holzo or whatever her name is from in The Last Jedi, where she uses hyperspeed to cut through the Star Destroyer. People don't like that. But as I've said multiple times, as a filmmaker, sometimes that's what has to happen to get you where you got to go. And if it's the easiest, quickest, flashiest way to do it, they're going to do it that way. So while you say there's only certain ways to do it, whatever way they do it, much like time travel and in-game, it doesn't matter. It's a plot device. Well, there
was nothing logical about that whatsoever. Are we in the multiverse right now, or did I actually hear someone say logic with movie production?
Yeah, that's
good point. Yeah, good point. That's
what I'm saying. They don't need logic. They don't have to have logic. And Parrot, I don't know about that for sure, but I've heard that's a possibility too. We might find that out at a later time. We don't know. There's a lot of things that I expect this movie to do. I expect this movie to not be quote unquote an origin story, but enough where we go back and see things we didn't know ahead of time. And so I think it's a mix between missing information, early information, and kind of mashing it all into this one giant film that will get us almost like Rogue One was used. We know a lot about these things, but there's some things we still either haven't seen directly. We just kind of hear bits and pieces. This will be that complete give us that vision into that. Shadow, you've been really quiet. You're still muted if you didn't know. But Austinator, positive. Anybody else?
It's just that you don't know how their agents are trained in this red room, right? Who's to say that they can't take on each other's, not only mannerisms, but everything else about each other is why you have this group of women in the first place, isn't it?
That's kind of what it was kind of like this group of people who could go anywhere and be anyone,
right?
Type thing. They were an infiltration unit.
So to me, it's not beyond belief that they could do the swap type thing between two different Black Widows. I mean, I don't want them to do it, but I just have a feeling that might be the easy way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. And unfortunately, I think that, and that's what I keep saying is people. I mean, okay, and LDG, I'm not trying to rag on you, But I did say
Here
to you when you
comes-
came. No, listen. I'm going to be very minimalistic about this. Your theories on WandaVision were great. They made sense. They were great ideas because I was on board with you. I'm like, yeah, I think that might be where they're going. I was with you. But I did ask you, do you have trust in Kevin Feige to pull through something that is that elaborate when he messed up something like Endgame? And that's what it comes down to is yes, it makes sense that you want to do things a certain way or that they should be handled a certain way. The problem is that's a lot of extra work. And it's easier just to make things look flashy instead of, giving a story of how somebody died tragically, just blow them up and be done with it, move them along. And then, the guy comes back and says, I'm going to fight for you now that you're dead, holds the dead body. It's like, it's all just, the easier it is, the more studios like it. I don't care if it makes sense or if it works within the confines of what our universe is. We're just going to do it however we want to.
And fire the studios.
I mean, it's kind of weird how they're basically an inverse of each other in this movie. One is wearing black, one is wearing white exclusively. But later on, in one of the trailers, you see Black Widow in white as well. So that, to me, means that they can, unfortunately, swap.
Something. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. We're gonna get a White Widow,
like a face. You see, I don't know. Were you gonna do a face swap? What are you gonna do? I mean,
no,
and then
it's multiverse.
And at the end of this, well, see, that's what I think. I kind of wonder about that because again, 90% of this whole this whole phase is heavily leaning towards multiverse. Maybe that makes maybe that's how they're going to add. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, LDG.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, they had the perfect opportunity to introduce the multiverse in WandaVision, so this might have made sense. But because they did not
fully.
Where the hell? How are they going to come from the? Yeah, like it's not even happening yet, and it's not even supposed to happen until what? Spider-Man.
Well, yeah. Now it's Spider-Man. Originally, it was supposed to be Doctor Strange 2. WandaVision was supposed to lead directly into that. Yeah, we've been down that road before.
Well, everything got screwed up because of COVID. Really, I mean,
I understand that.
There's no denying they had to rejiggle things in part because of that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is just like they're taking the opportunity to save some money and streamline things that they weren't totally on board with anyway.
I don't know wouldn't they get old after a while? Like some of the people die, and they want to make another movie. Like, oh, we're going to make another movie. We're going to make the same character, but in another universe. And then they die. Somebody else dies. Oh, we're going to make another movie, and it's going to be another multiverse where he's alive. I mean, wouldn't they get old after a while?
Answer this. Have you read comic books?
No.
Yeah, they kill people and bring them back all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the comic books bring them back. However, I mean, listen, they killed off Superman because they thought Superman was way too low of a property at that time. And as soon as they did it, everybody was like, no, you can't kill Superman. You got to bring him back. So then they made one of the most profitable runs of comic books to bring him back. They'll do whatever they want to do. I mean, and that's why this works. I was not.
And don't you think the market is already saturated with MCU, comic book, Marvel or whatever? I mean, it's like every month a new one is coming out. It's oversaturated to me.
Until you see
he wishes
a decline. Until you see a decline in
I know it's all about profit,
money, and I mean this one won't make a difference to them. They won't care if it doesn't make the money they want from it. Most of these movies they're throwing out now are just so they can get them out and be done, because they can't keep holding on to them. So when you do that, hey Gaiskar, what's going on?
I was just gonna stay standing by, hearing all this, man.
What I was saying is that this one won't matter about box office take. Most of these movies are just considering a wash. Whatever they lose, they lose. They'll get it back from the government later or something. Who knows? When we get to where theaters are pretty much open and we're not having people worried about going out, people are vaccinated, people just don't care, they're just going anyways, whatever it takes. When they do that, that's when we'll have to see what happens. I don't think people care. I think that an MCU watcher is going to go watch MCU. They're just how it is. Nobody got tired of Star Wars. I went to all the Star Wars, even though I just didn't like the last set of them.
Friday the 13th, the franchise, that's how they lost the franchise, because we all know that, like, the first 3, 4, yeah, everybody watched it, but we all know he's going to come back to the next one. He's going to come back to the next one. And people just, like, quit watching because everybody knows he's going to come back.
Well,
complete different franchise.
What was that?
Complete different franchise. You have Marvel, you have DC Universe that's been through the 60s, generating material, generating fan base, generation after generation.
In Halloween, you're dealing with a character. And then not only that, you're dealing with multiple reboots, multiple people telling the same story, trying to correct or make better sense of it, whatever. And in the MCU, you're saying, I still could do, I mean, I could still now go with just a standard Wanda or a Scarlet Witch completely standalone movie. I could do a new Vision movie by itself. I could. I don't know if they'd make money, but they have tons of extra characters that they are slowly bringing in. Shang-Chi's coming in this time around. We're going to bring in Lady Thor, which Lady Thor even could be a part of the multiverse. We don't know how that's going to play. There's all this stuff. Lady Thor. Yeah, there was. It was a horrible series and a horrible run for a comic book, and it went away very quickly, which I'm hoping this movie will just get the story out and be done and move along.
You hated it that much, huh?
It's not that. It's just it doesn't have enough substance.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of substance to it. And I'm not saying that comic book movies have substance or comic books have tons of substance. Whatever. But I mean, Gaiskar, what do you think is going to happen in this movie?
You know what? I can only speculate like everybody else, but if they even do a face swap and the other girl takes over, I'm fine with that. Everybody dies at one point, and everybody can be brought back, like, Positive and yourself said. In the comic books, they always, manage a way of writing it back, a character back. This way could be the Infinity Stones going back, the multiverse. You can look at it multiple ways. The fact that Steve went back in time, that could have changed something, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm okay with whatever direction they go. If they bring her back through multiverse or Infinity Stone going back, fine. As long as it's written properly and it's delivered properly, I have no issue with that.
Yeah. You know what? I might agree with that. And also because I read comic books, like every superhero is going to die at some point. Like Jean Grey has died like a bunch of times.
Exactly.
And Superman died, Batman died, Spider-Man died, Wolverine died. Basically everybody dies. So I mean, if Black Widow died, like they can just bring her back with the multiverse, or if they're like the face.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like the face swap thing. I'd be fine with it, but it would be kind of like not necessarily like a cop out. But I guess in a real way, I guess the multiverse thing could be a cop-out too, which that could be used as like a plot device. But the multiverse would make sense if they're going that route, which I think they will. So, I mean, either way will be fine, but I would rather the multiverse thing. just because that would make a little bit more sense and it would work better.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, the only way that the face swap thing works is if for some reason they are literally the same person personality wise, and then Natasha basically gives her all this inside information on Clint that it works, that she understands him. Because for Clint and the whole scene with Red Skull,
maybe,
I know that's everybody's.
Maybe she's a clone.
Well, and there's that, and maybe I don't know. But the thing is that everybody wants to complain about, well, that won't work. Red Skull would know. Red Skull doesn't care about who that person really is. What matters is the person who's throwing that person or killing that person, giving up that essence, believes that is the person they care for. So if she looks like Natasha Romanoff and she can at least make him believe that's her, it works.
I got a question. So the person who jumped off the cliff, is that actually Natasha? Or are you saying that that's the sister?
If they do a face swap, it would be the sister that.
Okay, would that person make that sacrifice? Because even if they'd had the face swap, would they have that, like,
again,
commitment,
who knows?
That relationship?
Well, it depends, because here's the thing. Then you have to add into what this movie would kind of have to go through. Perhaps Natasha does something in this movie that is so moving to her sister that she feels that at that moment the mission is what she's after. Well, I understand. Listen, it doesn't sound good. That's why I said that brings up way too many questions, and ultimately too many people are going to pick it apart. And that's the thing. I keep going through ways that it works.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Well, but it does.
No, it doesn't.
If they want to use that as a plot device, it's going to work.
Nope.
They'll do it anyways. But I don't want that. I think that is way too many questions that you're bringing into that. How does this happen? How does she know this? How did it?
No, it's not knowing the stuff. I just don't think anybody would commit to that level in a relationship that's not their relationship.
Real quick, guys, I got to run. I got a movie in an hour, and I got to do some finishing touches. But
good. Thank you for stopping by.
See you guys later.
Why don't you tell everybody about where they can find you and what? Oh, never mind. Okay, B Nest Films. You can look him up. He does B movies and stuff like that on his channel. Got tons of stuff over there. It'd be really good then.
When you're saying face swap, you're meaning like switching, like who person that died wasn't really Natasha?
It has been, it's been talked about that could be something. I don't want that because I think it works better. You have this multiverse you're saying that you're going to bring out. Now, again, there are people who think that that's just a bunch of red herring stuff. Then they say because of what happened with WandaVision, it proves it because it didn't introduce it there. That somehow, I don't know how they're going to get all three Spider-Men in the Spider-Man movie, but whatever. Nicole Malott, thank you for being here. But okay, Orange, thank you for being here.
Bye, Orange Hat.
I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much, Orange. But I don't want that. I think they have much better ways to get her back. And I mean, I honestly believe the only reason why you bring this movie out now is because you're not done with her character. I mean, Gaiskar, what do you think about that? Do you think that that's a solid thought?
The whole fact that this whole COVID thing, right, has all actors that were saying they were done with the franchise or done with something, that they want the door to be open, right? And there's multiple ways they can do it. You know, multiverses, like Austin said, multiverse is one of the ways they can bring people back if they want to bring them back. So I wouldn't do no face swap. If anything, it's like whole character swap, right?
I'm fine with the multiverse option. I think the multiverse is coming. Darren Wagner, who says that he doesn't believe the multiverse is coming, He says that it's just a tentative title for Doctor Strange now. I as far as I've read, everything I've read has said that is the fixed title now is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It has been around for over a year and a half, 2 years now. I can't imagine that's not the name of it. Can it change? Sure, it's happened before. It could change the day before if they wanted to. But I would be much happier with a multiverse option. Anzo, good to have you
What
on.
up?
Thank you for
What's
being
going on?
here. What do you
No
think?
problem. You guys made me come on here with all this face stuff.
Me too.
I don't want to. I just, it is one of the theories out there.
I know,
It's
but
one of the theories.
It would make no sense for them to do that. So I agree with Dandelion. There would be no sense to do that. What I think this movie is going to be about, because General Ross is in it, it's going to be about the super serum. We're already getting that stuff with Falcon and Winter Soldier, so I believe that's what he's going to do. And I was going to say it today, but I think he's the power broker.
Ooh, dude. Damn it. Wow, I like that idea.
I think he's the power broker.
That's interesting. That's very nice. I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. So does he get the soul stone, but she doesn't die?
What do you mean?
Okay, so when she sacrifices herself, let's go down this road. Let's say they make her have the super serum. She gets the super serum. That's why she wants to sacrifice herself, because she thinks there could be a possibility she survives. So does it work this way with the soul stone? Does he lose a part of his soul because he thinks she's dead? He receives it, but maybe she doesn't die.
Not all, man.
That sounds really complicated.
Yeah,
that's all things that would be complicated.
And I think what we learned from WandaVision is that even though it may seem complicated, there's usually a simple answer for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think that because they do want to appeal to the casual viewer, that's too complicated.
I agree.
Like there's like
I'm fine.
Either you have to have a bunch of exposition, or it has to be just something like implied. But I don't think I don't think that would work.
There are multiple ways they could do it, and what it's going to come down to is however they do it. Some of us are not going to like it. Some of us are going to be that's perfect. I mean, some of us shrug stuff off. That's just how it goes. I have to get out of here. I got to get dinner ready. I got to be on another stream in an hour and a half. Some of you guys will be on there with me. So we're going to go around really quick, let you guys talk about yourselves really quick and your channels. LEG, we'll start with you. Please tell everybody about yourself, where you can be found, all that great stuff. And remember, you got to use that third mute button to unmute yourself.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was talking this whole time. What's going on, guys? LDG here, the tech guy that just ignore the mute malfunction. Computer issues, hit me up. Glad to help out. Help you out with the channel, breaking the algorithm, etc. And on Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, we're hanging out, open panels, open talk, watch parties, in the waiting room, the stream between the streams, place to hang out, and the Backstage Pass, the best online stream that happens offline. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Can't wait for the round table tonight.
Yep, cool. Dandelion, tell everybody about yourself.
Just a random person who doesn't really have a YouTube channel. I just, hang out, mostly lurking in chats. Follow me on Instagram. I think it's in the link somewhere below. And I have
Stalker.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a stalker.
All right, up next, Austinator. Austinator. Please tell everybody about yourself.
So I took a little bit of a break this week because I went home for the holiday, but now that I am back in the dorm room, it's back to work, or just back to the good old grind on YouTube. So on Monday, my wrestling stream that I was going to do on Friday is going to be on this Monday, so check that out on my channel. Tuesday, it'll be Austinator and Friends, Talk Pop Culture. It'll be me, Jerry for the Win, Angry Care Bears, and Jonathan Talks, and we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. Will this be the stream that officially gets me kicked off YouTube? Who knows? If that ever happens, well, I don't have a contingency plan, so let's hope I don't actually get kicked off because of what they say. I could. But You know, it'd be more exciting if it got taken down just because somebody on the panel says something really stupid. Friday, live discussion. Saturday, Splash Talk. We're reading fan fiction. And this coming Sunday will be Shadow Eye. We might be doing like a Power Rangers themed episode because Superman and Lois kind of went on hiatus. So that'll be that. And Sundays, you can find me here on the Wheel of View 3000 for the weekly wrap up. You can find me later on tonight on the Falcon Winter Soldier Roundtable on Comic Chat. Monday, you can find me on JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827's channel for randomness at its finest. And other channel. Oh, Tuesday, you can find me on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser where we're just reviewing Invincible. So check that out. And also Geeks Enjoy Nerdotica on Saturday. And other channels like Biggaford Entertainment and many others. Hey, Twitter at the Austinator 17. Thanks for having me on, Chris.
Not a problem. JJ, how you doing?
Oh, sorry, Chris.
You kind of showed up at the end, JJ.
Yeah, I know. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I got home, decided I was gonna, stretch back and try and relax for a minute. I just woke up, so here I am.
You're good. Why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Ain't nobody want to know about me.
Well,
we
want
to know about this beautiful bald bastard in the middle.
Well, we'll get to him here in just a second. Speaking of him, you're in the middle there, Han, just in case you need to know. You're the one. You're the beautiful bald bastard. That's the triple B. You're a triple B.
Well, Chris cuts that hair
bald
any short.
bastard.
Chris cuts that hair any shorter, he's going to be in the same boat. So
he'd have to go way shorter.
I know.
But
ain't nobody worried about me. But yeah,
well,
go ahead,
have the two of you here. Let me talk before Han gets a chance. I'm going to say that tonight on HanStar's channel will be Name That Tune, but it will be without HanStar. HanStar is going to be taking a break occasionally and working on content for another channel that he's about ready to start. And JJ and I are the ones that are going to take over the shit show. So tonight you can catch JJ and I running Name That Tune, and it's going to be over on HanStar's channel. So if you do pay attention to HanStar's channel, it will be the same days, the same times. It's just every once in a while it's going to be me and JJ doing the streams instead of Han. And tonight is the first one you can catch. Please come by and watch Name That Tune. And now that I've said that, Han, tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found.
Hey everybody, I'm HanStar, youtube.com/HanStar. As Chris was just saying, it's now Team HanStar, which includes Chris Knight and JJ. And like Chris was saying, tonight they're going to be doing Name That Tune. I have some other projects I want to work on, especially this summer. You can also find me on social media at HanStarYT on Twitter and Instagram. I actually didn't realize this was Chris's stream. I just showed up because Allie was here, and somehow I ended up on Chris's stream.
Nobody comes to my streams. They come here because Dandelion's here, or JJ's here, you're here, somebody else is here. They just come there I didn't realize this is yours.
But yeah, definitely check out the show tonight. It's going to be Chris. Well, Chris is kind of doing what Chris always does. It's going to be JJ's trial run, and we'll see how it goes.
I'll make mistakes, but don't be surprised if it goes better than what we think.
Well, and the mantra of my channel is already "F it, we'll do it live." So,
and we're going to do it live. I got this shit almost nailed down. I've been in the backstage, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever watched Name That Tune, I've been there for nearly every show. I'm in the back room. I play the game just as good, if not better than most people. I understand it. I kind of even know how to host it. But now we'll see. Trial by fire tonight.
Indeed. Yep. Positive. Tell everybody about yourself.
All right, Positive Candor on YouTube at Positive Candor and Twitter at Positive Candor. And now, are you into the theory that Isaiah could be the power broker? Just wondering.
I don't know. Gaiskar, Anza, what do you think about that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
think
There's
we've
something
seen-
up with him.
I
There's
don't think
something
we've
up with
seen the
him.
we haven't seen the last of Isaiah. I don't believe that.
No, but
I don't believe we've seen the last of him either. But like I said, I'm beginning to think it's Ross and the Captain America, the Walker guy, is working for Ross, right?
that could be that plays very, very well for that.
What if it's Sharon?
Yeah, what if it's Sharon?
No, it's not Sharon.
We're gonna save this for your round table.
You're all wrong. It's frickin' Mephisto.
Or is it Agatha?
It's Agatha.
I thought it was gonna be a
Hey, you got to know LDG was gonna pipe in with that shit, man. We ain't never.
Hasta la vista, baby.
You bastard, Chris. I was going to use that one, you know.
I need
I've had that for a minute.
You can still use it.
You know, that wasn't my fault. You're all saying it's him, it's them, it's who. I mean, come on, seriously. You basically opened the door. You have to zone yourself for that.
If you think that by threatening me you can get me to be your slave, well, that's where you're right.
Wow.
You do know you can't beat me at this game, right?
Wow, that just went in a weird direction.
Really?
Chris
The hairdo is like-
I
Chris
just
has
was
the
hoping to
collar.
stop the conversation right
Chris,
there.
Chris just took the collar off for the stream. You know he already.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
It all sucks.
All right.
Next week on
Gaiskar.
Clip Wars.
Yeah. Dude, there's a show we should have, Clip Wars. You have to come in with a group of clips you don't know what everybody else has, and the whole stream is having to go through and talk or like can
Yes.
have a conversation with just clips.
Or who has the better phantom zones or something like that. Yeah, that sounds.
We're going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about that. I think
Yeah,
I
there
think
you go.
that's something that we could do. That'd be fun. Okay,
I can't wait to lurk in the chat for that one.
Gaiskar, tell everybody
Yes,
about
sir.
yourself.
Gaiskar from the Basco scenario. You can catch me on my channel for gaming clips, reviews, the 1 moment reviews now that I had dropped the first one, which is on the Bad Batch. Catch me Sundays, 9 p.m. on the Falcon Winter Soldier on Comic Chats channel. Mondays, 9 p.m. Chaotic Conversation. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. on that KHAOS list. Wednesdays, 9 p.m. for the Rule of 3, then 10 p.m. on the OOC. And my show's gonna be, I'm working on that to see if I can get that off in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes.
Sweet. Oh, it's getting
funny.
closer. That's awesome.
I went to your review and I went in the comments to write a comment, and I seen someone like, "Holy shit, the channel is alive!" And I was like, "Yeah."
All right, Anzo, tell everybody about yourself.
What's up, guys? You know the channel, Biggaford Entertainment. Like all the things Gaiskar that me, Chris, and Danny are pretty much connected at the hip. So you find us on the 3 shows. You know, we do appreciate all the support. Great show, Chris. Sorry I came in a little late, man.
You're all good. Don't worry about it.
Isn't like one of those dragons with like multiple heads, and you cut
I'm
one
only
off,
on one of
throw them back,
Hydra.
get them all.
Like Hydra.
Yeah.
I'm only on one of the shows. We're going to have to talk about that shit.
Chris, before you do your final, there's your out right there. There's your outro right there.
Where?
It's down the bottom of my shared video.
Oh, okay.
So when you're ready to play it.
Yep, fair enough. All right. Check us out. Chaos Central, 3 shows right now. 4 coming up soon. More to come. Got lots of ideas. So we're gonna definitely get that stuff going. Guys, I want to thank every one of you guys, everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. Shifty Gizm, thank you for being here. Good to see you right there. With that said, let's just do this.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use Twitter handle @TheEgo5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka SithLord3827, Poe, Flash, Lady Tariel, and Anzo of Biggaford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.